So the next step in the process was to remove the dash pad. I don't know if I videoed it yesterday, but I took one bolt up here on this side trim because you can't lift the dash pad out without bending it. It's foam, and I'm afraid that it will break if you bend it too far. So after I took out this screw, I found out that there is the screws of the sun visor are holding that piece in as well. So in order to get to the sun visor, you have to take off the T-top. Found a good place to put that. And guess what? Today I brought down my impact driver. So the impact driver should make things a little quicker. In reading the instructions, that's not going to come out yet. I think you have to take off this whole entire panel that goes across the top, which means I'll have to take off the other T-top. Let's see, maybe we can get to it with just taking some of this off. Uh-oh. Here's, no, that's the one I took out yesterday, I think. Yeah. So, it looks like I'm going to have to go across this whole thing and take everything off just to get that out. Now, I took the instructions up to the house with me so I could look at them more last night. Still being concerned about taking that air conditioning harness off. And it would appear that that wire doesn't do anything but feed the air conditioner, that heavy wire. And I intend later today, when I get to it, to see if I can unplug that from the fuse box. I don't think you can. There are a couple more under here. Maybe if I get these off, I have to sit down in the car to reach up to get those. If I can get these out. Maybe I can move that enough to just I might be able to get this side out now. If I can get this side out, And then my next thing I'm going to attempt is to slide the dashboard out from this side. And I just dropped a screw. Because now no, that's not going to slide out. So I am going to have to take the whole thing out in order to get that out without potentially cracking the dashboard pad. That's interesting. What fell was a piece of a screw. So, in reading the instructions last night, I'm going to talk while I go remove the other T-top. But in reading the instructions last night, it said remove the dash pad, screw on the defroster vent, and then reinstall the dash pad. And I was like, they told you to take the old defrost vent out without removing the dash pad. Why would you need to remove it to put the new one on? Because it uses the same two holes. So, reading further in the instructions, there's a step in there that requires you to drill up through one of the mounting places on the dash. And I'm thinking it'd be a good idea to drill those holes first so that you don't accidentally go through the dash pad, because if it breaks through I believe it's metal. So if you go through that and it catches, you could easily go through the dash pad by accident. So I am going to vary myself a little bit from what they tell you to do. I'm going to get those holes drilled before I put the dash pad back on, because I don't want to accidentally drill through it. So here we go with I've got to get this out. I might be able to get it out without taking that completely off. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to do the easy one first, the sun visor. You know what, I may be able to leave that sun visor there. Once I free that up, I may be able to get that side panel out. think I hit the screw there. Getting hot, and I've only been down here a couple minutes. Okay, there's the screw here. Trying to hold this upside down and turn the light on. As soon as I turn the light on, the bit starts spinning. Okay. I need that little extra wiggle. Yes, I need the little extra wiggle from taking the sun visor completely off. I think I should have done a better job of keeping track where these screws came from, but a lot of them are the same, only a few are different. So I'll be able to figure it out. There's a little bit of almost like Velcro material here that attaches that to the side there. Oops, I forgot one thing. And this is still a tight fit for the dashboard because it's molded to go around that pillar. So I'm going to have to carefully wiggle it out. But the other thing I forgot is, and I disconnected one of the wires yesterday, is the speaker wire here. And they plug into a green wire and a white wire with a pink or red stripe. So I've got those plugs so that you can't plug them the wrong way because one is a male on each one and one is a female. So those cannot be reversed. Even with those pullers out, this is going to be a bit of a, I'm going to have to flex the dash pad a little bit anyway. So be careful with it. window gets narrower as it goes up, so it's got to come out. Well, it's pretty much down in the lowest spot. So I'm gonna sit my butt in here, lift up on the middle to bow it a little bit, and try and pull it out past that pillar. There it is. Find a place to put this now. Like I said, I don't know why, other than maybe to drill that the hole in the dashboard mount there. Why you would need to take this out, because we took the old defrost vent out without it, but I'm gonna shine a light on it over here. And I'll go over and point the approximate location that the holes need to be drilled. It's right near that bracket. And the instructions said that some cars have one of the holes drilled already. And I think I see a screw there. So I think maybe this car has it already. So they give you a template. There's a screw here and a hole here, so not sure which one they're talking about, but one of those, when I put the template in, ought to be in the correct spot. I think this is the bracket that it has to line up with. Maybe it's this one. If that's the case, I don't have a hole. But okay, that answers my question. You wouldn't be in danger of drilling through the dash pad, because the dash pad would sit up here. You'd be drilling down here, but you'd have to be working under that much more dash in order to drill it. So I am going to drill them there. And without the dash pad before I put it back in. Other than that, there's no real good reason to actually remove that dash pad. So unfortunately, I forgot to bring the instructions with me today. So I've got to run back up to the house and get them.